All right, our introduction to yellow belt techniques, okay, 1 to 10. Again, yellow belt is a very base fundamental rank that we teach, that we actually were teaching at one time to children, and now, of course, adults adapting. The purpose was at one time, there were only orange belt, okay? Orange belt was the first belt that you actually earned in Kempo, and then you moved on. The purpose yellow belt was broken down so that Mr. Parker felt that in order for the students not to be overwhelmed by learning so many techniques in the beginning, felt that by breaking down the basics sets through the introductory program, they were able to get a feel of the art and understand it, and then there gain their interest and keep with it, okay? A few things that you'll learn about yellow belt in terms of the first 5 techniques is that you'll always know that the left leg is stepping back first or the left leg is stepping to the side first. The purpose of that is that to teach you that the beginning of short form 1 is the same sense. We're stepping back with the left. Another thing is when we're finishing the techniques in yellow belt, you notice that we're stepping through reverse a lot, not crossing out. Again, the purpose of that is to stay consistent with the kata, which is our short form 1. Step back and then step through reverse again. So the whole idea behind your kata in short form 1 is not only to create distance while utilizing defensive blocks and hidden elbows, but also to keep in consistency with the self-defense techniques that you were learning. All right? And it's no big secret, but that's just a good way of teaching so that way students don't confuse themselves while they're going up the rank. Within with a right hand lapel grab, aggressively coming on top of me. As the guy puts pressure on me, I'm going to pinch it with my left and follow the force. I do a right hammer fist to his radial nerves on the arm. At this point, I'm going to pull back into my transition to a 45-degree cat just to snap the kicks to the groin. And as I land, I'm going to do an outward hand sword. Mind, I don't drop my hand as I do this hand sword. My hand actually stays in position for a perfect angle of efficiency at the same time, okay? Once I land, my left hand's in a positional check. I do then step to reverse and finish the technique. Again, grab, pin, step back, hammer fist, front snap ball kick, outward hand sword, and step to reverse. In speed, and 1, 2. Alternating maces against the two-handed push. So the attacker's going to attack with the two-handed push. He's actually going to make contact with my body. What I see a lot of guys doing out there is they try to intercept the push before it hits your chest. That's never, ever, ever going to happen, okay? You're going to accept the push, and as you step back, then you're going to clear his hands. Reason you do this so he doesn't shove you more off balance than you already are. Have to drop back to your right neutral bow to keep your balance. He shoves, makes contact, boom. From here, I check down here. I'm going to do a vertical punch to his sternum. I'm going to open up my check, go back to a neutral bow, back knuckle to his temple or his jaw, and I step through in reverse. He pushes 1, clear him down. Okay, stay on top of his hands, very important. 2, I punch. And 3, I back knuckle. I step back. Speed. Okay, we have sort of instruction dealing with the left round punch. So as I drop back, I'm going to do a right out with extended block with my left hand positional check. A lot of times guys do, they'll drop the hand, the other hand comes in quickly to hit you. Just keep it up there as a position just in case for insurance. I'm going to pull back in at a 45 and do a snap kick to his groin, which balls his force, bringing him forward. I'm going to do a right inward hand sword to the left side of the carotid artery and snap the arm back just in case the hand does come down. At least I can have that positional check to protect my head and step reverse. Again, we drop back. 1, front snap ball kick, bam! Hand sword snap, pull it back, step to reverse. And speed. 1, 2. Okay, deflecting hammer is against the right side kick coming towards my ribs. Okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to start with my hands up. You might even start with your hands up a little high to kind of frame or bait the side kick. I'm going to do a push drag shuffle in reverse and a downward deflecting block. I'm going to keep the momentum of my downward deflecting block. I'm going to push drag forward and do a right horizontal elbow to his jaw. Same time I'm doing a pinning check to his arm here. Okay, because I don't want this hand to come back up at me. Especially if I'm shoveling in. Boom, I don't want that to come out. So I check it down and elbow the face. And I step through in reverse, okay? As he side kicks, I hit, 1, boom. Come back through, check, bang. As you step through in reverse, you might want to sweep the foot out if you want to. Now speed. Whoa. Okay, we got capture twigs. Then with a rear bear hug, many different variations to this. I've seen like 5 different ways of doing it. This is one way that I do it. We're going to pinch it with our hand. One thing that's important to know is that whenever someone's behind you, they already got a better position than you do. So it's important to know how to move the moment you get the feeling that the grab is coming. We're going to pinch it with the left and drop off with the left leg towards 9 o'clock as I hammer fist simultaneously to his groin. From this point, as he begins to release the arm, I'm going to nudge with my elbow and pull back into a cat and push him off with the left positional check. My arm stays in his position. I stomp on his foot, and as I plant forward, I'm going to heel palm down to the mastoid and then step the reverse. Again, pin, hammer simultaneously. Nudge to get him and rip him away from me. Stomp on the foot, heel palm down. Right? And
now working against the grasp of death, this guy's going to give me a right headlock this way. What's very important is I want to control his wrist so he doesn't put any more pressure on his head than he already has. Okay? As he pulls me down, I'm going to go with that. Okay? Angle of least resistance, step, get the check if I can. I'm going to grab the groin with my left hand. Get this arm overhead. I'm going to step through, put my forearm like an inward block behind his right elbow, pin him down. I replace that pin with my left hand, still putting pressure with my elbow, vertical punch right to his jaw. And I step back. Do it again. Grabs me in the headlock. I go with this motion. Keep this here. Tuck your chin. Turn it towards him. Otherwise, he's going to choke you out. Pin. Grab the groin. Over his head. Step through. Boom. Pin his wrist. Put pressure with the elbow. And punch. And speed.
Alright, checking the storm, we're dealing with an overhead club attack. As the guy comes over, we're going to get up, divert, of course, out of the way by stepping to 9, doing a right arm parry, doing a left 45-degree counter, do a left outward positional check. From this point, a lot of times, it's a miraculous method if you can actually grab it when it's happening. Don't always happen that way, but it's okay to at least get a position where you can at least check and be on top of the arm. As I do that, I give me time to snap the kicks to the groin, as I plan to a left rear twist, a front twist stance. We do a knife edge kick, where he's going to break his knee, and as he leans forward, whop, I'm going to snap the back knuckle. Now, in material, as it's taught, when you go 1-2, you divert, seize, and then you control the arm. If you're going to control it, try to control it at least at the hand, not at the wrist, where the guy can still whack at you, okay? It's a good way of controlling the hand, at least. That gives me time to be able to use my snap kick, my knife edge kick, plant through, back knuckle. And as a divert, seize, control, I then what? Disarm at the end, and then step to reverse, probably even striking the guy with it. Okay? Again, checking the storm. 1, 2, boom, plant, hit, back knuckle, disarm, step to reverse. Any speed. Base of aggression, we're dealing with an aggressive front swing out of the pelvis as the guy pulls me forward. Okay, different methods of teaching this. One way I've seen where they actually kick the knee as you plant forward and then you hammer fist. It's your option. I'm going to pinch it with my left hand. As he pulls me forward, I'm going to either kick or just step forward. I'm going to hammer fist to the left side of the bridge of his nose. My right arm is then going to clear down on top of his forearm to bar his head to come forward, okay? That action will now allow me to use an inward flapping elbow to the left side of his mastoid and then comes across and do a right outward elbow to the solar plexus, step to reverse. Again, mace of aggression. 1, okay, coming forward with the aggressive strike. Arms down, still positional check. 2, inward elbow to the left side of the mastoid, outward elbow to the solar plexus, step to reverse. Mace of aggression in full speed. Fire!
Doing a tagging mace, which is a right step through straight punch. Okay? As he does the right step through straight punch, I want to step back to get distance. When I gain distance, I gain time as well. Okay? I meet his action with a left inward block. Make sure I'm checking across his body on a 45-degree angle. From here, I'm going to keep this positional check up as I do a right horizontal punch to his ribs. If his hands are still up, okay, maybe if they're coming down, I want to grab and control. I still want to control his height by putting downward pressure on his feet. I'm going to kick him in the groin, step through, I'm going to do a forward bow, and again I'm going to do a uppercut, left uppercut, right to his ribs or his kidney. Step back. He steps through, I step back. Boom. Keep him in check. Punch. Check him down. Shoot the kick. And as I plant forward with my marriage of gravity, I plant the punch. Bang. Step back. At speed. Sword and hammer, it's probably the most difficult technique in Kempo, so I want you guys to really pay attention to this technique. He's going to give me a shoulder grab with his left hand. He might be pulling me, he might be static, but what you do notice he's going to clock me with the right hand. So I check that hand. If I don't check that hand, I step in, I can get met by that action. So I pin it to take care of it, wham, chop him in the throat, hammer him in the groin. Keep this check up here, very important. Step through in reverse. One more time. Pin. Outward hand sword to his neck. Downward hammer fist to his groin. And I step back. At speed.